Thanks, Sonic.
Don't mention it.
Things don't look good here, Pac-Man. Nothing we do seems to hurt him.
Continue to attack him. If we can't hurt him, we can at least slow him down.
At least he's still at the base of the mountain.
Yes, but for how long? The moment we stop attacking, he's just gonna keep right on moving. Egad, find anything yet?
No, sir. So far, there are no profiles matching the description of the man they saw last night.
We'll keep searching. Mr. Game & Watch,
Yes, sir.
have you spoke to Master Chief yet to find out how and why this monster was moving in the Nintendo world in the first place?
No, not yet, sir. We can figure that out later. Right now, we need to figure out how to stop him.
That's just it. We don't know how to stop him. Everyone thought Microsoft killed him off years ago, but all they did was hide him and waited for him to return.
Pac-Man, if I may make a suggestion.
I'm all ears, Egad.
Back in 2001, before Microsoft attacked Sony and we were still at war with them, I created a special weapon that I swore we would only use as a last resort. This weapon has enough strength that, if set on full power, could destroy an entire game world!
What?
What? Huh?
Yes, it uses 6 different forms of energy and combines them upon release. This energy then causes the data of whatever it touches to become scrambled and then erased. In other words, it will obliterate anything it touches. I call it the 6-barrel laser cannon.
And what would happen if this cannon missed Corona?
Depending on the setting, we could all be blown to smithereens!
Egad, where is this cannon?
Don't worry, Pac-Man. I keep it safe and hidden.
Good. I don't want to use that cannon unless it's a last resort.
But General Pac-Man, that weapon could end all of this. But it could also destroy all of Nintendo World.
Mario's right. That's a risk I'm not willing to take.
Pac-Man!
Master Chief, we failed. Corona is free and we—
I'm well aware of that, Pac-Man. I called to answer any questions you may have about the demon.
Where did he come from? How do we stop him?
It was back in 2005. We're not sure where he came from. He just appeared. We tried our best to battle him, but none of our weapons worked. He continued to terrorize us for several years. Between him and the war with Sony, our forces were dwindling fast. Our economy began to collapse, and Sony's grew. Thankfully, our world has 4 sections. When Corona was in one, we'd go to the opposite. We were always on the move, but it kept us temporarily safe. Finally, one night, we created a poison strong enough to knock him out. We knew his slumber was only temporary, so we transported him outside of our world and into yours.
But why did you bring him here? Why not drop him off in Sony? So we could, weaken them, or something, anything.
Because that would entail Corona still being on the loose. We couldn't take that risk. We needed a strong prison in order to seal him away. Your mountain, which happened to share its name, seemed perfect. We combined our powers and cast an imprisonment spell. For fear that he would someday be discovered, we used our blood to create the spell so that only our blood could open the seal.
How many people knew that Corona was in the mountain?
Only 5 of us.
If only you guys knew. Then, how did Sony find out?
That's something I've been trying to find out. I spoke with my 3 men and none of them have said anything.
3? I thought you said there was 5 of you.
There were. The 5th person was not one of my men.
Well, who was it?
Are you not at all curious as to how us Microsoft characters got into Nintendo World undetected? We had an inside helper, someone who knows Nintendo World security just as much as you do.
Impossible! The only person besides me that knows Nintendo World security is Mr. Game & I want you two to find and arrest Game & Watch as soon as possible, and bring him straight back here for questioning.
Yes, sir.
You really think that Game & Watch is a traitor?
That's what it looks like, Luigi. Come on, Let's go find him.
If what he did to Chuck bothered you, then why do you stay?
I have a dream within my grasp, and I've come too far to turn back now.
Care to elaborate?
My heart is confused. It tells me it wants one thing, and then it tells me it wants the opposite. Sora. He always gets the glory. I want my own story, my own game. But at what cost?
Game Over promised he'd help you get your own game, didn't he?
He said once he's in control of Nintendo World, he'd make sure I had my own game, my own story to tell.
Empty promises.
If you feel that way, why do you stay?
Game Over promised me retribution for what Capcom did to me. I was on my way to the top 3 best video game antagonists until Resident Evil 5 came out. I was humiliated, but I'm not stupid. I know Game Over won't keep his end of the deal.
Then why help him?
Because all this destruction and the fall of Nintendo World, knowing that I'm behind all of it, will send a bigger message to Capcom than anything Game Over can ever do for me.
That you're behind it? You mean...
Yes. Once Game Over succeeds in his mission, I'm going to kill him and take his place.
Why are you telling me this?
You obviously don't agree with his methods. I'm offering you a chance to join me. Alone, I will have to wait until after he takes control of Nintendo World, but together, we can overthrow him sooner.
And take control of Nintendo World our way, without having all this violence.
Exactly.
I'm in. What about Ocelot?
I don't trust him. He's skeptical of Game Over, but is also loyal to those that he works for. It's not worth the risk. Besides, he has his own plans.
What do you mean you don't know where Snake is?
I'm sorry, Ocelot, but he's...
I sacrificed my men and my loyalties to Sony for you, and you're telling me that you can't give me Solid Snake?
Ocelot, relax. I will find him and deliver him to you as promised.
You better, or else I'll have my men all over this place in a heartbeat.
Ocelot, have some trust. I am a man of my word.
Tell that to the boy.
What was that?
You heard me.
Poor Ocelot. If only he knew what was coming.
There he is.
I don't want to do this, Mario.
Neither do I, Luigi. But we have our orders. Thank you so much for watching my show. Remember to share and subscribe to help spread the word. Also follow us on Twitter or Facebook. You guys should also subscribe to these channels because they're the people that make this machinima possible. We also have merchandise available for you guys. As usual, there's a new episode every 2 to 3 weeks, so we'll see you guys then. Thanks again for watching.